after the intense series of PandaBearMe and Gamja that we had last week.
Yeah, definitely. Very, very, very tense.
Set a precedent for some awesome games, and I'm hoping the series can live up or possibly even exceed it.
All right. Well, we're gonna see if our players are ready to be able to jump into the series. If you had to choose a score, Kaboosh, who's gonna win it, and what is gonna be the score?
I think Bly takes it 3-2. I'm expecting it to be a very close series.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I know Bioice just hasn't really had a chance to warm up, but Bly actually just woke up as well. I don't know that he's had a chance to practice either, and he is on 2 hours of sleep. He said, so that might kind of levels the playing field there.
Yeah, yeah. So Bly definitely from Europe, so it's very early for him right now. So he specifically set his alarm clock to wake up this early. Though at that point, I think I would have chosen to go to bed earlier, but maybe it's just the way that his clock works.
He's a programmer. He doesn't believe in a full night's sleep.
He doesn't have a full time job like I do.
He's
What is this?
accustomed to it.
So we're loading into the map now. This is Echo Ladder Edition, and we're gonna see how this best of five series is gonna play out.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see the cheesy if either of these players decide to go for some cheese because Bly doesn't strike me as the super cheesy player, and I haven't seen it from Bioice either. So I don't know. But
Yeah.
spawning up here in the top left, we have the blue Zerg from Team Acer. It is Bly. And down here in the bottom right, we have the pink Zerg from Team Ascension's Pro Team. It is Bioice.
Yeah, so ZVZ definitely a variety of different openers you can do. There's obviously the early pool combinations that you can do here, but otherwise more standard you can see that there's going to be a 15 hatch or a 15 pool depending on how aggressive you want to be or how greedy you want to be. And then there's different variations of when you get your gas in your pool. So a lot of different things can happen in ZVZ. It's not as straightforward of opening builds as Terran and Protoss might be in those respective mirror matches. So
We don't see any early pools. No 10 pools. Nothing crazy. So we'll probably see whether these players want to be safe with a 15 pool opening or just try to be greedy and say, you're not going to cheese me, throw down that 15 hatch.
yeah, so both are going for that 15 pool. So I think Bly's going to be playing a little safe because I don't think he studied up on his opponent at all. So considering earlier he was asking what race Bioice actually was. So I don't think he has any knowledge or history of what Bioice is capable of. So I think that's going to work in Bioice's favor as maybe being able to take some shortcuts.
Yeah, both players are happy to go into the macro game, is what is kind of, or happy to go safely into the macro game. Don't feel
Yeah.
like they need to cut any corners with that hatch first to keep up with their opponents. So a lot of confidence coming out here.
Yeah, so far, they're taking the definition of a mirror match to its actual literal definition. We see both queuing up queens. We're finally seeing Bly get a gas, and
No, but Bioice follows suit.
yeah, it's
These production tabs are actually identical, like a difference of maybe like 2 or 3 seconds on each building.
yeah. Overlord high fives is gonna happen right there. Look at that, boom! They go straight through each other like if they're two different dimensions. Yeah, so three in the gas for both players. Going to be able to take advantage of that gas income coming in right away. Probably going to go ahead and get that speed first. Queens coming out for both players, so they're going to go ahead and bring those queens to their naturals, so they can queue up their second set of queens. And yeah, both there's nothing really special about these openers so far. Just continuing to just kind of set themselves up for the later game. One thing Bioice is doing is actually bringing the Zerglings in to scout. So we actually have a drone up there to kind of form the wall off.
Yeah,
That's
I really like
interesting.
that block there from Bly. But he moves down, and the Zerglings are going to get into the main base. They're going to scout everything out here from Bly. They're going to see the speed coming. He's going to see the gas timing, and he should know that they're pretty much in equal position. And Bioice does get a drone with those two Zerglings, so definitely worth it out of him.
Yeah, but he might be losing Overlord here. This is going to be very, very risky for Bioice here. So that's going to send him behind any early supply block. So that Overlord is actually going to go down. So
that second queen getting the perfect angle to just hit that Overlord. So very nice play there from Bly.
Yeah, so Zerglings do get in for Bly into Bioice's base, so he's going to be able to scout out some of the key structures that Bioice has. Nothing too revealing here at this moment in time, just kind of confirming that they're on the same page. Even getting Baneling nests and pretty much the same kind of units, except for like maybe a drone and Zergling difference here or there. So, but Bioice looking to get a little aggressive. And more so Bly, I think, actually, from the Zergling count. So
yeah, like look at he's getting really aggressive with this queen. He's moved it so far out of his base and so far off creep to hunt down this Overlord. So he's probably identified that he's not vulnerable to any sort of big speedling floods because he's making so many lings of his own. If Bioice, like this queen is basically safe to be on the map because if Bioice attacks, Bly already has a superior army out.
Yeah, though we do see Bioice actually getting that really early layer, so with Bly following suit with that, but we're going to see a little bit of Baneling wars here coming up.
A ton of lings coming in. How many? He's only got one drone so far, and the Banelings are done. He's morphing Banelings of his own in Bioice's mineral line, and that's going to be a pain for Bioice to deal with.
Yeah, so Baneling's just about to come out here, but these Zerglings are going to be able to get that cocoon destroyed here. So just being annoying, running around, not getting too much damage done, but still getting a couple of drones.
Yeah, so only one drone lost here for Bioice, so really nice micro here. The Lings are going to run around and scout more. He's going to still lair. So really nice scouting info. But mainly hit alright.
Yeah, so Spine Crawler up at Bly's, expecting the snapback to happen.
A huge pack of Zerglings just ran right by this Baneling, but Bly wasn't paying attention. If he would have detonated there, it would have been an amazing hit.
Yeah, so he gets a hit off on some of the drones, but you know, drones need two Baneling hits.
And a huge ling run by here from Bioice into the main of Bly actually miscontrols a Baneling there and runs it into the lair. So not the best micro, but he is doing so much damage here. He's gotten all these lings, 3 drones, and he will get cleaned up, but 3 drones, and he got a really nice trade on his lings versus Bly's lings, just by the position he took.
Yeah, definitely. So they both go Inspire, and I think based off what they're seeing from each other, that they both can assume that they're going Inspire. But Bioice definitely has the blessing of being able to scout that, where the Bly is just coming in to confirm that here. So little drone pull to pull off, trying to get some of these Zerglings, but I'm going to push them away a little bit. And we're going to see some more Baneling aggressions coming up here.
Yeah, a ton of Banelings coming in here for Bly, and there's just no army here for Bioice.
Yeah,
so this is going to be a really rough hold. One Baneling coming in and finishing off a few of the red drones from that earlier Baneling. 8 drones have gone down so far. They still are
splits coming out from Bioice, but there's just so many Zerglings here anyways to just clean up any of these drones. So yeah, that's 18 drones. Yeah. That's not good for Bioice. Definitely showing that supply lead by 10 right now. So
he's down about 7 drones right now, and going into a Muta versus Muta. He does have much earlier third base though, so that is his one kind of redeeming factor here. He's going to be able to remake those drones faster than Bly, so he might be able to catch back up. But if we look on the production tab, he hasn't made Mutas yet. Bly has squeezed out 6 Mutas, and there's not even any Mutalisks in production here for Bioice. He's getting the +1 Carapace as well, but if Bly just moves over here with his Mutas like he is, he's picking up all these Banelings, and if he comes into the base of Bioice, there's just not going to be much to contest these Mutas. Like, the Mutas are just started now. He's going to be able to get in some damage if he chooses to be aggressive with them.
Yeah, so Zerglings are going to run in. They're going to start trying to focus down on this queen a little bit and starting to get some drone kills too. So Definitely trying to work those down. We see 3 drones go down. There's another 4 that's happening. And he's going to pick up the rest of these drones, so neglecting that third base.
Bly has been, or excuse me, Bioice has been joining up though. Like even after losing all those drones, the worker count is still even. But Bly is looking to be super aggressive here. Just more Zerglings coming in. And he's just going to try to do some damage at this third base. But the mutas for Bioice are out. We're going to push this back. And a relatively even muta count for all of the harassment we've been seeing out of Bly. So very nice play from Bioice, keeping his macro going strong. But the Bly's Bank just got converted directly into Mutalisks. More coming out.
Yeah, definitely. So, gonna lose a single Mutalisk here. Oh, he actually doesn't go for it, so actually saving that Mutalisk. Or being spared, rather, in this instance.
Yeah, the defender's advantage here for Bioice is really strong, especially in Muta versus Muta, because you've got the Queens and you've got the Mutas that pop right to reinforce your army. There's no upgrade window for either player. They both got their +1 at pretty much the same time. But we're going to see the Muta count for Bly here just explode.
Yeah, so Bioice is actually going to get that +1 air attack, while Bly is just content to sit on his +1 carapace for now. So he's
Nice
going to have
win,
that.
Hawkeye.
Yeah, he's going to have that Muta count advantage, but getting that extra +1 attack might be something that will kick Bly later, and they race for upgrades.
Yeah, I'm curious why Bly isn't electing to go for either +1 attack or +2 armor. I'm not entirely sure, but he's got such a big muta count right now. It's going to be really hard for Bioice to hold on here. He's down 7 mutas, which might not seem like a whole lot, but in Universe Muta,
Yeah.
it snowballs very, very quickly. Like, the Queens here for Bioice are nice, but there's not really any energy here for transfuses. So
Yeah.
Bioice is just forced to take a really bad fight, because if he tries to retreat, the mutas will just kind of shred the retreating mutas. And
Yeah,
just
so
kind of
he
GG.
knows it's a GG, so Acer Bly takes it to start us off on the series.
Yeah, his harassment there was really strong. He always had basically always was trying to poke in with some Zerglings. That big Baneling attack got so many drones, kind of just set Bioice on the back foot. He just really couldn't stabilize after that.